Welcome to the show that talks about Tulsa, people making a difference in the Tulsa community. Special guest interviews spotlighting local businesses to cover important issues within the community no one else is talking about, hot topics, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is World One Development's News You Can Use with your host, Mr. Charles Harper and Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, or on www.kbob899.com, or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, May 28, 2025. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mom and them and tell them you can dial in at 918-856-3073 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
So on today's show, we're going to talk about financial literacy. What is a good credit score, and how can you get a better one?
Yep. And live in studio is Dr. Tiffany Crutcher, the Executive Director of Terrence Crutcher Foundation. And this weekend, Legacy Fest is going down. It's coming up, y'all. Find out the details and why you should be outside.
And of course, our Hump Day hot topic, which is Mayor Monroe Nichols makes a big announcement on Sunday, June 1st. Find out where and why you should tune in. Birthdays and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network, powered by World One Development. We'll be right back, y'all.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
Oh, yes, it's bingo night. Bingo! And the money right. Bingo. It's bingo night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Every first and third Tuesday, starting February 4th, it's bingo night at 36th Street North Event Center. Bingo night. Bingo nights at 36th Street North Event Center. Every first and third Tuesday, with lots of cash and prizes to be given away. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and sessions start at 7 and 8 p.m. Game packs starting at only $25. And you could win big. 36th Street North Event Center, 1125 East 36th Street North. Bingo nights. So grab your auntie and uncles and enjoy bingo nights at the 36th Street North Event Center. Concessions and refreshments will be available. And bingo nights at 36th Street North can be enjoyed in a smoke-free environment. Bingo night every first and third Tuesday starting February 4th at 36th Street North Event Center. For more information, call 918-200-9046. Bingo Nights is presented by the 36th Street North Event Center and NYCU.FM. Cash and prizes are based on minimum attendance requirements.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Sound familiar? Well, guess what? Sounds like you need The Last Stop Shop. The only name you need to know. The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service. And they come to you. They get you running or stopping again. From brakes to starters, alternators, generator, RV, even welding repair. They also do mobile fleet maintenance and mobile oil changes. Like I told you, this will be the last stop you ever make. Call The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service at 918-405-3970. That's 918-405-3970, and they'll have you back up and running in no time. Mention you heard this ad on KBOB 89.9 and receive 10% off your first service. Who you gonna call? The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service. That number again is 918-405-3970.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM. Simulcast for the news you can use media network, powered by World One Development.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things, one, so we can support, and two, so we can be informed.
What's up, family? I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes Fitting Back In, EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and NYCU.FM. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development, with the emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profits, and a return on that investment. And I am so excited and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing and implementing business operations and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I am also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
Damali, happy hump day.
Happy hump day. Thank God.
Man, I'm excited about today.
Man.
It's been like so good in Tulsa lately, y'all.
Yes. Outside of the rain.
Outside of the rain
storms.
now. Yeah. But you know what's been crazy? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like it be raining and storming during the week, but it let up on the weekend. It let us turn up.
Yep.
It let us be outside.
And then you turn down for what?
It might be trying to help us go to sleep at night, because ain't nothing going to help you go to sleep like the rain.
Man, now that's the truth. That is the absolute truth.
But I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful day today in Tulsa. People's out and about and they kicking it.
Yep.
We've been outside just a little bit already, but this show is loaded. I'm glad so many people are on. If you're on right now, go on, click share. Yep. Because it's going to be one of our favorite shows of the year.
Yes.
What you do this weekend?
So this weekend, listen, y'all, last week, Mayor Monroe Nichols had his North Side community conversation.
No, you can't say it like that. You got to go North Side. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The North.
The North Side.
Yes. So it was actually the largest turnout of the community conversation so far.
Yeah. What does that say? What does that say?
You know what? That says that we want to be informed. We want to know what's happening, what's going on in our community. And we also want to be able to share, from our perspective, what it is that we want to see happening in our community. So, kudos to the community for coming out.
Shout out to Crossover Preparatory Academy.
Yeah.
They had it laid out. But let me tell y'all, it was just a sea of people. I wouldn't be surprised if it was at least close to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Close to 1,000 people easy. All the news, media, and the vibes was kind of crazy.
It was.
When has the vibes been that good behind the update from the mayor?
I know, right?
The mayor's coming in. Hey, mayor, and they go on. But man, people set up shop. It was a good vibe. I like that the city of Tulsa was there. Like all the different components of it. All of his leadership team was there.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Good stuff.
And I think that was a setup for you to be able to go to the different tables and talk to it, because there are different things going on and everybody's needs are different. Right. So to be able to visit each one of those tables and to talk to the leaders in each respective area, I think made a difference for community to be able to get their points across.
You know my highlight?
What was that?
I helped Miss Malone get in there.
I know. She's so sweet.
If y'all don't know Miss Malone, you got to know that she is just the fabric of the community.
Yes.
And, me and Damali Power walking trying to get in there. We had a full stride and somebody broke my stride.
I know.
And said, hey, we got
Ms.
royalty
Jane
here.
Malone.
Miss Jane Malone is here, Charles. Can you and Damali get us situated? And she is so sweet. And you always going to get some nuggets from people that's been around. But anyway, hopefully you made it. If you didn't, make sure you make the next one.
You know what? Another thing that we did over the weekend is we attended the Chicken and Biscuits theater play.
I know, and they had the audacity to actually pull out Chicken and Biscuits on
At
your
the
boy.
end, yes.
JB, they pulled out
For real.
Chicken and Biscuits.
Yeah,
With a Dr. Pepper to wash it down.
I saw that.
It was great. That was one of the fun. I think that's probably my favorite play thus far.
You know, every time I go to one, I think we say that, though.
Well, you
Because
know
the
what? You're
plays are
probably
always
right.
good. So
Yeah.
shout out to Ms. Maybell. But this was, I mean, they did their thing on this one. This
They
was
did.
when they had a good feeling. You know, shout out to JB to put together that drop.
Yes.
We pushed that out there, man. Shout out to Ms. Maybell for trusting us to advertise,
yes.
market, promote, do flyers, do promos, and do all that. And JB, every time I listen to it,
They just seem to keep elevating on their stage plays. I
Yeah,
mean,
the production is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
bro, you need to do
getting
like
better and better.
voiceovers for movies or something, like cartoons or something.
I do.
Well, you need to let us know which one that you do so we can follow it. Because I mean that's what get people going. But it was a sold out crowd.
Yes,
most of the
it was
time
sold out.
Sunday,
So get
the
ready.
grand finale was crazy.
Yes.
So, but anyway, we
Yeah.
pulled up. So if y'all not into theater, if you're not into drama, you need to be a part of it because it gets down to real life situations.
It really does. And I can tell you,
Yeah.
Tulsa has some of the best artists.
Right.
You know, I mean, to be a thespian is a special, it's a special
It
gift,
is.
you know.
It is.
And so just shout out to all the actors and actresses. They did a phenomenal job in this play. And, you know, we're looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. So next time, make sure. So go follow Theater North. If you don't know, just follow them
Mhm.
on Facebook, follow them on Instagram,
Yes.
or follow the PAC.
Yeah,
That's where they have it. But good stuff cooking over there with them chicken and biscuits.
absolutely. How about my Thunder?
OKC is in the house.
I
Something
told
real is
y'all.
happening, ain't it?
Yes.
Something. Shout out to the MVP.
Yes.
Number one, the number one
Okay,
player in the
yes.
NBA resides in Oklahoma. Y'all got to give it up for that.
Yes.
Come on now.
Did you know 2 of the Thunder players were from Fort Smith?
I did.
I did not know that.
I
My
knew
nephew,
that.
my cousin told me that yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Arkansas up in the building.
Arkansas
In the
is in the
building.
building and making it happen. too.
Yes.
When you
Shout
from
out
Fort
to the
Smith?
Thunder, man.
Okay.
That's really
Shout out to-
close.
Shout out to Arkansas.
Yes.
This might be
making
an
it happen.
Arkansas-Oklahoma thing.
Tonight's
You know
the
what?
night, though.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night.
Don't say that. Which
Like,
one? Which
come
tonight
on
is the night?
through.
Is DJ Quick tonight's the night or?
Like tonight's the night where they clinched the
Oh,
Western
okay.
Conference Finals.
It's getting close to the weekend, so
Man.
tonight's the night.
Yeah.
I be thinking DJ
Have
Quick.
different meanings.
Yeah, it feel like
Yeah,
a weekend
different
already to me.
No, tonight's the night that we find out if the Thunder
Can close out a
can
series.
close it out.
So if you've been sleeping on the Thunder,
Mm.
tonight is a night to watch the game because
Yes.
if they win tonight, they go to the NBA Finals.
The,
Yes.
the Indiana Pacers are also up 3-1 against New York.
Man.
So
Yeah.
things
and
are
that's been a series.
both
too.
series have been really good.
Really,
Interesting.
really good.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mhm.
But the Thunder, shout out to the Thunder because they
Shout out.
balling.
Shout out to the
Yes,
Thunder.
they straight
JB,
balling.
find us some Thunder. We're going to drop Thunder bombs.
He just
the rest of the show.
did. He just
Yeah.
did.
He did it?
Yeah.
Oh. Somebody give me a ride.
Right.
We need some tickets.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
so excited. Yeah, cannot wait. So tonight the game airs at 7:30.
Right?
And then tomorrow, the Indiana Pacers and the Knicks play, and their game is at 7:00 p.m.
That's been a good one. So between today and tomorrow, we're going to
We
know,
shall know.
something.
Something.
We're going to know something. We can't say because if Thunder don't get it, then you got to go back to Minnesota.
I
Then you
told
got to
y'all I'm
come
riding
back.
with the Thunder
So
all the
hopefully
way.
the Thunder can get this over so they don't have to get back because that first game didn't look good when they were down in Minnesota.
Man.
Them boys was ready.
They was ready.
So, hey,
Yeah.
shout out to the Thunder, y'all.
Yes. All right, y'all ready for the Black History Trivia?
I think I am. I missed it last week. I've been talking to the Lord about that. Like, Lord, help my thinking cap. Come
Right.
back on thou head.
Right.
Come on, what you got?
Okay, here we go. Black History Trivia. Who was the first African American female pilot in the U.S. Air Force? Was it A, Captain Teresa Claiborne? Was it B, Bessie Coleman? Was it C, Lieutenant Madeline Swiggle? Or was it D, Lieutenant Commander Brenda Robinson?
I think I know what this one is. I'm not going to tell you my reasoning. I'm not going to go through my process with y'all,
Okay.
but I'm going to tell you, I'm going with Bessie. Did you say Bessie?
Yes, I did say Bessie.
I
He
just,
said B, Bessie.
is that what it? And you know I normally go with C. Let me
Okay.
look. Read it again. Hold on. Don't get me that. Hold up.
Don't write it
Don't
down.
y'all be Googling on the live. Y'all get on in here with us. Okay, one more time.
Who was the first African American female pilot in the U.S. Air Force? Was it A, Captain Teresa Claiborne? Was it B, Bessie Coleman? Was it C, Lieutenant Madeline Swiggle? Or was it D, Lieutenant Commander Brenda Robinson?
Man, this is tricky, JB. It's a trick in here.
Griffin, hey sis, how are you? She said she's guessing. She's saying A.
What you got, JB?
I'm gonna go with Bessie Coleman. I'm gonna ride with you on this one.
I'm gonna stick with my first mind. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell. I'm gonna tell you how you almost got me. Is when you put Captain Teresa Claiborne. Don't you have to be a captain to fly?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
That's a trick, though. You got to watch your own people, y'all. If you're tuning in today, watch it. You got to watch the people close to you.
Sanders says A. What's up, Lieutenant Sanders? How you doing?
Sanders, don't fall for the trick, Lieutenant. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yep.
All right, who else? Y'all acting like y'all scared.
They don't know.
Don't listen to Charles. He always said I'm tricking him. Don't listen to him, y'all.
I tell you what, I won't trick y'all. What we're gonna do, we're gonna let me do some shout outs, man. There's a lot of people on, man. All our secret listeners is nothing but love. Cousin Lori Campbell, welcome to the show. Richie Anderson, man. Shout out to Royce Anderson.
Hey, Richie.
Just became
Congratulations, Royce.
Man, big stuff. Jeremiah Blackwell from Mississippi is in the building.
Hey,
he said,
Jeremiah.
Hey, y'all. He said it's hot in the Gulf Coast.
Oh, God.
Mom is on.
Hey, Mommy.
Patricia Griffin is on.
Hey, Patricia.
Miss Ernestine Broom. She
hey,
said, love y'all, but we love you more. Cousin Lori A. Campbell's here. Teresa's in the building. What's up, sis?
Teresa.
Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders. The police report. Patricia Griffin, she's guessing A.
Yep.
That's what I just seen. But we're going to take a block. We're going to take a quick break. Man, All the Hearts is coming up. Yeah. Outstanding is playing. We got an outstanding guest. Actually, we got two of them. Just pulled up Triple OG style.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to get into it. World One Development. News you can use. Charles Damali right here on KBOB 89.9 FM. We could finna talk about this legacy fest, y'all. Hold on.
Okay.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, I see you here. In Tulsa, I'm in Tulsa, Jimmy.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com. or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
KBOB 89.9 FM World One Development News. You use Charles Damali, and we are back.
We are back, y'all, and we've been trying to prepare y'all for a couple months now.
Yes.
Letting you
yes.
know that it is festival season and it's time to be outside.
And we are outside, officially outside season.
Yeah, so we done went through Mayfest.
Right, and that was crazy.
That was
Shout
crazy.
out to them.
Went through Biker Rally.
The smoke and motorcycle tire spinning and all that is still in the city.
And guess what?
Uh-oh.
This weekend.
Next up. Yeah.
What is it?
Legacy Fest.
Legacy Fest.
Hey, it's going down.
We are about to be outside. Y'all, we about to have so much fun. Y'all just don't even know. It's about to get crazy. The ancestors, look, they got their white out because they ready.
Hey.
They wait for us every year to honor them, so here we go. We're about to get outside. But we got some guests in studio
Right.
that are going to tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening this weekend, what you can expect, and what you should come prepared for as a citizen of our community. So we have the one and only, my sister,
Come on.
my favorite, Dr. Tiffany Crutcher in the building. Yes.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yes.
My sister and my brother.
How you been?
And my little brother, JB Smooth.
Yes.
In the house.
The
What's
smooth
going
one
on?
like that. Look,
How you been?
I got to ask you.
I've been good.
2025, how has it been? I mean, this year, I don't know about you,
Man.
but it's all been like one long day.
It's been like one long day.
Yeah.
I
Already.
cannot believe we're
Yeah.
already in May. It seems like January was long, a whole year.
Right.
Yes.
With the change in administrations and
Yes.
we, trying
Yes.
to navigate all of the new policy changes and the
know.
rollbacks. But you know us here in Greenwood, we are resilient. We rise up and we don't take nothing lying down lightly. So it's been a long year, but we're excited to be in festival season where we
Yes.
can just bring some Black joy to the
Yes.
community. So I'm excited to tell y'all all about it.
Let's do this
Yes.
just because we got, we're going to go ahead and bring your partner. So we got another special guest live in studio. And when he stepped in, his legs is long. So I'm like, who is that?
Did he shake
Who?
his boot like
He was
on
just
the video?
boot is only. I said, oh man, whoever it is important. But other than that, he came on in. That fan, he ready. Mr. Bill White, man. Welcome to the show. How you feeling?
Very much. Glad to be here.
Yep. How you been doing?
Doing good. Very excited about Legacy Fest. I think it's very exciting that we're going to be here and
Yes.
we're going to do what we do.
Just like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
We got to do this first just because we got thousands of people on. There's people on. People excited. People fired up. So, Dr. Crutcher, can you just tell them just a snippet about yourself? Who are you? What you do? Where you went to school? A couple things.
Ooh, wow. I think everybody knows, and they're tired of hearing about me and myself. I'm just ready to jump right into Legacy Fest. But you all know I'm the founder and executive director of the Terrence Crutcher Foundation. And, we're just trying to put on for community. We've birthed something just good out of tragedy. We turned pain into purpose and our anger into advocacy. And we made a decision that almost 8 years ago, May 17th, 8 years ago, when the officer who killed my brother was acquitted. I can't believe that. Everybody was there. You all were there.
Yes.
Right.
I made that promise on May 17th, 2017, that I would work like crazy to transform, not reform, because reform means to do again, but to transform this system and to ensure that what happened to my twin brother wouldn't happen to anyone else. And I think for almost a decade later, I've honored that promise, and we made a declaration to be a part of the change that we want to see through this amazing foundation named in honor of my twin brother, Terrence Crutcher.
Hey, his name is definitely great.
Yes,
you know what I mean? That's what he
absolutely.
said, and that's what's been done. Mr. Bill White, tell the people a little bit about you.
Bill White, well, what can I say?
Hey.
I feel like I'm kind of the second right-hand man of Dr.
There
Crutcher.
you go.
Here to
Don't know what I would do without him.
Recently, Tiffany brought me on to work with the foundation, and we've been doing some big things with Greenwood North. We renamed it. It's no longer going to be called Greenwood North Point, but it'll be called Greenwood North.
I love it.
I like that.
So,
I like that.
Step by step, we're actually rebuilding Black Wall Street,
Yes.
and we're very excited about that. And I think this is all part and parcel of what we're doing, is about rebuilding the Black experience here in Tulsa.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
So that way, when folks come in to visit Tulsa, they know they have a unique Black experience, and it's hot.
Right. And congratulations on that, because getting into the development space, man, it's a lot of hurdles you got to jump. And by the time you jump 10, they put 10 more out there.
Exactly.
So to have that, for it to be on that corner, I think is something going on with being right there in that specific spot. I was downtown one day. I seen the crane so tall I was way downtown and seen the crane dropping stuff in. So I said, it's exciting to see that, because that's development. But again, today is about Legacy Fest.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people want to come in, and some of these people on these bordering states like Texas and Louisiana and some of that, we want them to come on in too. Because they pulled up Kansas, all these bordering states. So we finna give them a reason to come on, because Tulsa already ready.
Yes,
we ready.
We stay ready. Tulsa stays ready.
So for those who don't know what Legacy Fest is,
right?
Okay, it's not just your typical festival.
Yeah.
So let folks know what it is and why they should participate in Legacy Fest.
Absolutely. Well, the Black Wall Street Legacy Fest was birthed during the centennial of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. We were encroaching 100 years, and this story started to become a part of the nation's consciousness.
Right.
And, the survivors started talking about it maybe early 2000s, maybe late 90s, when Eddie Faye Gate started collecting the oral historical accounts of the living survivors. We only have 2 right now, Mother Fletcher, who just turned 111, and Mother Randall, who was 110. And so we decided that we wanted to make sure that what happened 100 years ago, and actually through the civil rights movement and through the 80s, where our history was erased from the history books, that we would seek to spread truth, inspire hope, and extend tradition. And a lot of times, Charles and Damali, we tend to commemorate the tragedy, but we never really celebrate and honor the creativity and the ingenuity of the pioneers that built Black Wall Street. And so, we want to spread truth. We want to make sure that we never forget the tragedy that happened, but we also want to inspire hope and really share those founding principles of the community of Greenwood, which was community love. It was self-determination, wealth and education, ownership, which we're talking about, and resilience. And I think all of the work that we do in this community, all of the stakeholders in Greenwood, we're freedom fighters. Our work is guided by those 5 principles of community love. You don't have nothing without love. Our foundation is founded on the principle of agape love. That's what my parents instilled in me. That was passed down generation to generation. And so we want to inspire hope and then extend tradition. We want to make sure that our future generations, that they know this history, that they know this story, that it's never erased from the history book. I went to Carver, I went to Booker T, didn't learn about it. And so that's really what it's all about. And Legacy Fest is just like a bunch of community curated events. I'm getting ready to go through them and call the roll. And it's just really this umbrella where we actually allow community to come in and help us commemorate and serve in their own way, their own capacity, however they want to honor, however they want to show deference and remember. That's what it's all about. And so we've brought community together to celebrate the legacy. I mean, this is a rich legacy, you all. And people, when they come to Tulsa, they say it's something different about people from Tulsa and from North Tulsa. Y'all have this different type of pride. What is it? I said, you know who our ancestors are?
You better come on.
You know what I mean? And so it's just amazing. And so I'm proud that this is a unique, as Damali said, occasion to never forget to honor. It's homecoming. We're coming home to sacred ground. To commemorate the legacy of one of the most amazing stories that this nation has ever known, and that's the story of Greenwood.
Man, when she said homecoming, that means everybody. It's like when she said that resonated. And when I see you and Bill, I'm thinking of 2 of the brightest minds. That's also family. Got a little bit of the same blood in there too. So you already know this is high level separately. But you put this together, hey, this is about like when.
And I think one of the things that I love about Legacy Fest so much is that it brings in the education. It's something for the kids. There's something for families. There's it's just a little bit of everything. Kind of just thrown in there together. There's spiritual stuff that's happening. There's just a hodgepodge of things. But it's all about learning who we are, what we are, where we've been, and where we're going. It's not just sitting in where we were.
I'm so glad you said that it's as Kendrick Lamar said, it's bigger than the music.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? 40 acres in the movie. This is bigger than the music. You know what I mean? And when I think about when we started Legacy Fest in 2021, it was simply an action. You know,
Yes.
I'm an
Right.
organizer by trade. It was a rally cry.
Yes.
Because we had these 3 living survivors.
Man, that's
We
nice
haven't
of
had any reparations, no
Mhm.
repair, you know, and so we went on this journey to use Legacy Fest as a platform
Mhm.
to elevate these stories that have been left behind and to just educate
Mhm.
you know the world on what happened. And so many people you all saw came. The president of the United States
Joe
Yeah.
Biden was
came
here.
on June
Showed
1st,
up. Yeah.
the first sitting president to acknowledge what happened right here
Right.
in Greenwood. We made history.
We did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of the Congress people. It was the Justice League. Al Sharpton was
Mhm.
here.
I know.
Reverend William Barber, Jesse Jackson, the Congressional Black Caucus, Mark Marial with the Urban League. It was
Yeah.
so
So
many
people.
people here that descended on Greenwood. And I mean, Angela Rye. It was just beautiful.
Mhm.
And so we got a lot going
I watch-
on. And y'all let me know when y'all ready. If you're ready, say I'm
Hold
ready
on.
to
Now,
know what's happening.
I'll watch you when I think about that. I think about the carriage. I think about the horses.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I'm coming
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I remember watching
Yeah.
you barely able to compose yourself.
Right.
You know, walking down. So we
Yes.
came up and gave you a hug because you
Yeah,
could just
walk
tell
with
it was a
you,
lot.
yeah.
And it just was people everywhere. And just to know that it stemmed from that, still miss Uncle Red, but I can still feel him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
at the same time, it's just that started something.
It
Mhm.
started something.
It started
Yeah.
something.
And it was a heavy moment that time because we wanted to just kick it off and let Uncle Red, I don't know why I just got emotional,
Yeah.
and Mother Randall and Mother Fletcher lead
right.
the
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
down the historic Greenwood district.
Mhm.
Those survivors who clawed their way through the worst times in
Yeah.
this nation's history, through Jim Crow, through the civil rights. And now we're rolling back, and now current day, and they are still here fighting, saying we deserve
Mhm.
justice, we deserve
Yeah.
reparations. And I think over the last 5 years, that has been the message. We've been consistent.
Mhm.
And I think Terrence's blood has been a catalyst to open up a lot of doors
Mhm.
and change the conversation and stretch people's belief to say your voice matters.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Right.
so here we are 5 years later. And on Sunday, maybe those prayers may be answered. Maybe that rally crying.
Right.
Maybe, and I don't
Right.
know what's going to
Yeah.
happen on Sunday, but I know that we're having an
Something
event
big.
Right.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I know that it is the result of the fierce advocates from this community
Correct.
that's been keeping the
Mhm.
story alive, like my
Right.
Black Media Award winners.
Come
Yes.
on.
That's been
Thank you.
advocating to
Yes.
preserve our history, that's been fighting for a national monument, that's been in courtrooms, that's been fighting for beyond apologies, that's been fighting at the state house, like Representative Regina Goodwin and Councilwoman Hall Harper. You all, it is because of the fierce advocates in this community that has gotten us to this moment in time. And it is something to be commended. And the world is watching. And I remember Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, who was chair of the Congressional Black Caucus. She
Right.
said, if you all can get it right in Tulsa,
Mhm.
we can get it right anywhere. And Tulsa is the microcosm of what's happening all across this country, and all eyes are on Tulsa. We are the heartbeat. We are the Black Mecca. We are the epicenter.
Yeah.
Y'all,
That's it.
we are doing it. Everybody wants to come to Tulsa. Everybody wants to be attached to the story because guess what? It's everybody's story.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
10,000
story.
people were displaced all across this country.
Mhm.
There is a Greenwood diaspora. There is a spirit of
Yes.
Black Wall Street in Los Angeles, a spirit in Chicago.
Mhm.
Bill was just in Chicago last weekend. There's a
man.
spirit in DC.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
a spirit in Evanston, Illinois. There's
Yeah.
a spirit in Asheville, North
Yep.
Carolina. And we are the heartbeat,
The
Tulsa. I
heartbeat of
remember
all
that
of
man
that.
last year at the Legacy Fest. He was just screaming, we are the heartbeat,
Mhm.
Tulsa.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we are, and I am proud to do this work in my great grandmother's honor.
Yes.
And that is what Legacy Fest is all about, you all.
Yes.
Ooh,
I-
let's
you
get
know,
to it.
I
Let's
would
go to
say
it.
that
Huh.
this is
This.
all that you just said.
Hey.
Represents the resiliency that we're talking about of this community.
Right.
You know, and so Legacy Fest is just a huge piece of that. So go ahead and do your
Come
thing.
on, come on, let's do it.
Let's go. Let's
Y'all
go,
get y'all pen and pad out.
How many days are we away, Bill?
Oh, it
About
seems
2
like,
days?
it seemed like one day.
I know, it's like one day.
We're down
Y'all,
to hours.
we really need about one more month to pull this off.
I
But
know,
we're gonna
right.
pull a rabbit out of our hat. Shout out to Bill
We like
White.
4 days, 72 hours.
Let
We
me
don't even have
tell
no.
and counting.
And
We're
counting.
almost at
But
72
you know
hours.
what? Everybody's been asking, what's your plan B if it rains? That's what the committee asked. What's your plan B? And I told them the plan B is y'all better pray.
Yeah.
And let
There
me
you
tell
go.
you, we prayed and the weather's looking beautiful.
Did you see that?
Prayer
just like
works.
that.
Prayer works.
Hey, it was
I'm
supposed
so-
to rain for Mayfest. It didn't rain. It was supposed to rain for the rally. It didn't rain. We ran and it still didn't rain. We ran a little too early. Same thing this time. We was gone. It looked like the storm went, hey, we all got out there and it's still, I'm like, the ancestors had it. But it did look kind of scary though. But anyway, everybody on the live is waiting. Y'all get your pen and pad out. Get your
Saturday morning, May 31st. Those are the actual dates of the anniversary. May 31st, June 1st. We're kicking off at 7 a.m. I know that's early, but man, the Community Light Foundation and Black Detroit, they have come together and they are doing the Ride to Remember. And I've had the opportunity to meet DeJuan Dandridge for the ED of Black Detroit, and they're bringing a bunch of cyclists to kick off their ride from Black Wall Street to Wall Street in New York City.
What?
And they're going to do it and ride for 30 days. And they're going to go from city to city, sharing the story of Black Wall Street, amplifying the story of Black Wall Street. They're doing a little mini doc, and that is huge when you get the nation to amplify our story. They will end in Wall Street in New York City on the 4th of July.
Come on, Dr.
I'm going to
Crutcher.
fly over there and meet them. And
are you sure you don't want to ride?
I'm not riding.
Okay,
y'all know I've been on crutches the
good.
last month and a half. And I'm finally walking, so
Yeah.
I won't be able to ride with them this year. Maybe next year I'll be ready. But
Not that
that's
far.
the ride to remember. They're going to kick off in the historic Greenwood district in the OSU parking lot, and they're going to do the ride around the city, and then they will officially take off from the school right across the street from 36th Street North Event Center.
From crossover.
Crossover.
Yes.
Yep. And so we're going to try to cheer them on. Our committee be there and see them off. The news will be there.
And
I think the mayor will be
that's
there.
at 7 a.m. So that
7
you guys start
a.m.
kicking off at 7 a.m.
7
on
a.m.
Saturday morning.
So get y'all coffee
Y'all
together.
get your coffee. Let's go. They riding from Black Wall Street to Wall Street. Put the
That is
major
awesome.
spotlight on this story. And then at 10 a.m., you all, there is an event at My Tea Lounge, hosted by Vondell Burns. It's called the Saturday Scribe. If you want to write, if you want to learn how to write and tell your story and write about these stories, y'all, it's just going to be stuff going on. But then the Black Wall Street Legacy Summit kicks off at 10 a.m. Y'all, this is going to be so. Let me tell you how dope. When you talk about education, let me tell you all who's coming.
Yes.
And we're going to roll that out today. But the Black Wall Street Legacy Summit will be kicking off at Fulton Street Books and Coffee. It's going to kick off with TJ Woodbury, the owner of Poppy's Spa. They actually started a salon called Silk Salon. And this is going to be the first panel, The Legacy of Hair. The legacy of hair.
Oh, you know we finna get.
At
It's
10
gonna go deep with that.
Yeah,
A legacy of hair.
The legacy of hair.
Yeah,
I think that's we can talk about that all day long.
That's a whole show.
There's,
Just that.
there's policies around the Crown Act. I know my girl, Dr. Tamika Rogers.
Oh yeah,
she's
she's
big on that.
Yes.
Shout out to Tamika Rogers, Dr. Tamika Rogers, who's been trying to get a Crown Act passed here. But we got to have like some discrimination to connect ourselves and to give us a hook. But that's going to be a powerful panel. Panel number 2 kicking off at 11 a.m. will be, you all know that the Department of Justice did a report. And Kristen Clark came down in December, but they turned that report into a book.
Oh,
yes. And so we're going to have one of the attorneys who's been on this case for reparations for almost 30 years, Professor Eric Miller, who you see right now coming down from LA. He's a professor at La Loya Marymount. He was also on the case when Charles Ogletree, when the survivors went to the United States Supreme Court the first time.
Right.
He will be here on this panel. We will have Angela Walton Raji. She is a renowned genealogist. She studies the history and the DNA and the ancestry of freedmen and here in Oklahoma, and just a major genealogist. She's going to be on that panel. She is the lead genealogist for Justice for Greenwood.
Wow.
Okay. And then we're going to also have a descendant who was interviewed by the DOJ. Y'all know this lady. LaDonna Penny, granddaughter of Mother Leslie B. Randall, and then Dreesen Heath.
Dreesen pulling up?
Yeah, a reparations expert and consultant will be moderating this panel. That's at 11 o'clock. And then at 12:30, you all, we're going to have, wow, this is so crazy, a panel by Dr. Karita L. Brown. She wrote a book called The Battle for the Black Mind.
Oh, wow.
And there's a famous artist, cover artist, who will be actually on that panel, Charlie Palmer, and then Dr. Marcus Hunter, who came here last year, who rolled out a book called Radical Reparations. He's a professor at UCLA. He's a big reparationist, y'all. I mean, some dope people who will be doing this. And so they're going to do a book signing at 1:30. So Onika has got books for people to come and support the battle for the Black minds. I'm really excited because the Tulsa Black Mental Health Alliance, they will be introducing this panel and kind of helping host because May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
And you know that mental health and mental illness is taboo in the Black community. And so we are truly trying to destigmatize mental illness in the Black community. So I'm excited about that. And then this last panel, you all, at 2:00.
At 2.
We got the Black Music Action Coalition Prophet coming. It's a big national coalition of hip hop artists. Everybody.
Oh, they're going to get to it.
They're coming in, but also the inaugural executive director of the Be Good Foundation, Beyonce's foundation, Ivy McGregor, will be here flying in. They're going to be doing a conversation on reparative justice, reparations, and all of that good stuff. And our very own from the Black Wall Street Times, Deanna Osborne, will be moderating that panel. So we got people talking about, using music platforms and being in philanthropy, using those platforms to promote the Black community. I'm so excited about Beyonce's ED for her foundation coming to Tulsa.
Come on.
This is the Black Wall Street Legacy Summit. And last but not least, y'all know this is my favorite part. Just joking. But we will be giving away free mimosas. Free mimosas. But guess what? It's just not any mimosa. It's just not any champagne. We are using what is it? Issa Rae's new champagne line, her new Prosecco line. So we're going to be highlighting a Black-owned champagne line.
That is awesome.
We're going to have bottles. We're going to be popping bottles, free mimosas, y'all. The Black Wall Street Legacy Summit at Fulton Street Coffee and Books. Shout out to Onika on the Greenwood Avenue. It's just amazing.
Yes.
There's going to be some live remotes
that's
there.
just the kickoff.
Isn't that crazy? This the kickoff. You can be like, look, and Bill the best person because every time she names something, Bill be like,
yep, we doing that too. Yep.
Bill, talk to us about the African Street Fest and the kids zone.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're going to have pony rides. We're going to have inflatables. We're going to have some food, more food that you can shake a stick at. We're going to have over 53 to 50 vendors there. So it's just a matter of what I call that community feel. You come out, enjoy yourself, grab your chair, eat something. You get tired, sit down, get some water, and keep on walking, get your fang, get it cracking. It's very exciting, and spend the whole day. It's funny story. Yesterday, somebody from Kansas called me, and I was like, "Well, how'd you get my number?" He said, "I saw it online, and I'm coming here to Tulsa because my daughter was supposed to be playing in the World Series softball, but since they got beat, we're bringing our team, we're coming down here to participate." So I was like, "Hey, call me if you need anything. I'm rolling off the red carpet. I just want to show you some love. Come and enjoy yourself here in Greenwood." So
big time. So kids, pull up, y'all.
Yeah, pull up.
So pony rides at what time?
Pony rides is going to start at noon.
Okay.
Is it noon? Oh, it's going to kick off.
Okay, because I got to get my grandkids out there. That's the only way they're going to ride a bike.
And we have some face painting as well.
Okay.
And so
I got to give a shout out to Ebony Easley
Art
Forms.
Yes, Art Forms.
It's about community. They're hosting the kids zone. There will be balloon runs. Balloon runs. That's the new feature this year. Balloon runs, pony rides. Shout out to Overcross Counseling, Kimberly Wayne. For the kids. What else? Face painting again.
Yes.
This is going to be all kind of stuff going on with the kids on. And then the African Street Fest kicks off all of the Black vendors, Black-owned businesses, Black-owned food trucks. Go and support. We are excited. There's a lot of incentives for our vendors for signing up. What we've decided to do is when we open up Greenwood North, we're going to have like pop-up shops. And we have a raffle for every vendor who signed up with the Black Wall Street Legacy Fest. They will go into a raffle, and when we pull their name, once North Point is done, they will get a year of free rent to come and just do one of our pop-ups.
The pop-ups.
It's about supporting our community. That's
Yeah.
love. And so that kicks off at 12 noon, and they'll be open all, the kids zone closes at 5. African Street Fest will close all the way till 10 p.m. And then you know, the moment everybody's been waiting for is that D9 block party.
Yeah.
That D9 block party.
I gotta highlight it.
It's just not the D9 block party. I'm excited about it because DJ J Soul is going to be DJing,
right?
And the D9, the presidents, they will be on stage talking about the work that they do in the community, because a lot of our Greek lettered organizations, Black Greek lettered organizations, our purpose is simply community service, service to mankind. I don't care what sorority or fraternity that you belong to. It's about service to mankind. And I tell everybody that the Pan-Atlantic Council, the D9 community in Tulsa, we are one of the most unified communities that I've ever seen. I mean, we support each other. We come out, we take pictures, we play domino. I mean, it's just amazing. I don't see that anywhere else. And so I'm excited to see them come out, but it's just not for D9. We want everybody to come out with their fans.
Yeah.
I know it's getting played out. I think everybody thinks
it's not over yet. It's all festival season.
It'll be over when we have the biggest boots on the ground fan, whatever, on Greenwood.
I got my Zeta fan.
Yes, I got my AKA fan too.
Look, I see somebody.
I
see someone on the live. So this is out of Chicago, the Austin African American Business Network Association, AABNA. We will be there from Chicago.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah, it's on there. Shot Town. So put on up, Chicago.
Is that Malcolm Crawford and his crew? That Eric?
That's true. That's them. They just said they're pulling up. I was reading it right there.
That's what's going on.
Be here to volunteer.
And so that's going to be at 6:00, and you all. Then we go into our community awards, our legacy awards. You know, last year y'all got the Black Media Award. This year we are giving that award to Ashley Jones.
Ashley Jones, come on.
Ashley Jones. She's NABJ bred. She's worked for the Eagle, the Black Wall Street Times, Channel 6 as a producer. New York Times. I can go on and on. That's Marvin Jones' daughter, y'all. Rosa Jones' stepdaughter. So she's getting that award this year. We're so proud of her. The Community Impact Award will be going to Lester Doc Shaw.
I saw that. The man, the myth, the legend.
Lester Doc Shaw. And then the Black Business Award will be going to none other than Mario Jefferson.
Just like that. And he's been doing it big too, Mario. He got to let me on his podcast one time. You know what I mean?
Y'all, he's so I mean, the way he supports community, I don't think people know because he's just not out there. He just does it. I mean, this dude just does his thing, you know.
Hey, Natasha is saying Guinness Book of World Records for boots on the ground.
Let's do it, Natasha. Let's do it. I need y'all out there.
What's the record? What's the record?
We don't know. Probably zero at this point, but we're going to create a record.
Let's do it. We'll have our community leaders on stage, just inspiring the community. Mayor Nichols, you know, and all of our elected officials. We always give them a platform. We want them to talk to the people. And then we will kick off our concert. Our concert kicks off at 7:30. But before that concert kicks off, we have our MCs for this year. Guess who? Billy Sorrells.
What?
He was on Wild and Out. He was on The Morning Hustle. You know about
I know you're talking about.
Billy Sorrell, actor, comedian. Man, he's coming to town. H-Town.
He coming?
Doing it big. Man. Billy Sorrells will be here, and his community co-host will be none other than your favorite girl, Tikwa.
Tikwa's going to be in the building. Shout out to Tweeka with the boots. You know she's going to have boots at everything.
Toby is her favorite artist, and you know she just has such a positive attitude. She's always giving, and I'm just so excited to have her co-host this year. You know,
so that's Houston and Tulsa.
Houston, Tulsa coming together, and so then we kick off the concert. And who are we kicking off with?
I
don't know.
Valerie Harding and
it's
friends. Our very own, because it's about community. We always highlight
one of our
community acts. One of our own last year was Majesty. Majesty put it down. She gave Beyonce a run for her money last year.
Majesty
this year it's going to be Valerie Harding and friends. We're so excited. She's going to take us back to the 80s, 90s, 2000s. She's so cold. She was on season 22 of The Voice.
She's so good. And she wasn't doing nothing last year. So that's why I'm really did. You remember last year she had to chill. You know, she had to chill.
This year she is back, and John Legend just, John Legend turned that chair around and said, who is that? All the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's
Valerie Harding, season 22 of The Voice will kick off, and then guess what? We'll do some remembrance. Because remember, this is the anniversary of the massacre, and we have to always do that moment of silence. Absolutely. At 8:30, and then we'll bring on our headliner.
Yes.
And let me tell you what's special about this headliner, you all. We're doing something we've never done before.
Okay.
We're doing something unique.
Yeah.
You know, usually it's old school or it's you know, R&B.
One up right.
Yeah.
Now we got something for that sort of 25 to 40, 50. Toby in Wigway.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Toby if y'all don't know, because a lot of people say we don't know him, but we've never had this much feedback for artists. You know, Anthony didn't get this type of love. You know, I love me some Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah.
But when I tell you people are so pumped and stoked.
You're right.
You know, and so it's good to be diverse and to do something different. We've been trying to get Toby to Tulsa since 2021, not as a headliner, but he blew up when he became Grammy nominated for the newest artist.
Yeah.
And he's Emmy nominated. He's an NAACP Image Award when Busta Rhymes is bowing down to him.
Oh, yeah.
They got some dope stuff in his background singers. I'm more excited about them. Michael David Wyatt. Y'all need to look the brother up. He's coming.
Michael David
Wyatt. Cortez is one of his background singers.
Really? Now I know.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if he's coming, but
that's what.
But his background singers are cold-blooded, y'all. And so when I tell you they get ready to put on a show, their creative, like, credibility is through the charts. I mean, it's getting ready to be so aesthetically different.
We gonna know what's going on. We're gonna get hit.
I mean, I ain't never seen JB so many
Look at Bill.
inputs.
I told you, Bill be like,
they got so many inputs. They done made us go and find a white drum set all the way from California.
Oh God!
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. We got to get the back screen, and I mean, they bringing a truck down themselves with all of their creative pieces and all
what
that.
in the world?
I don't know. It's getting ready to be a Broadway show or something.
You know what?
Song is Try Jesus.
But don't
try me.
Because what?
I throw hands.
I throw hands. Come on.
On Black Wall Street.
Come on. They take us to church with it.
To me,
and you know, one of the things that I'll mention this as well. If you guys want to come early, we do have preferred seating as well. So that way you don't have to bring your own. You don't have to bring a chair. You can just pull up. Preferred seating $100. That means you'll be close to the stage. You get your own seat.
Right.
And no one. You'll have a clear view of the show. Because I'm telling you. It's going to be 15 to 20,000 strong out there. So you want to make sure that you get a good seat, and you're going to have him for a great concert for sure.
Yes.
It's going down. It sounds like it's going to be like a concert from Wakanda. You know what I'm talking about? When the truck pull up and all this stuff.
You know Toby from Nigeria.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It seems like
Nigerian.
So.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. Every time we stop somewhere, they say, "I can't wait." I don't even talk to me. I just want to come see Toby. I don't want to talk to nobody. I want to sit and enjoy the show.
Exactly.
Everywhere we go, that's what everybody is saying.
Yeah. And you know, you got the little old school. Who is that? My dad. Who is that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you gonna really appreciate it because Dad, you know music. You know artistry.
Yes.
So let's come and embrace and lean into something unique and different. I'm super excited. And then I will say this: the preferred seating, as Bill mentioned, it's preferred seating with a purpose.
There you go.
That $100 goes for you to have that up close experience, but it also goes to support Greenwood North at North Point to help us, rebuild Black Wall Street and become a bright spot in our community. So, we're gonna shut that down if we don't get enough seats. That's okay. That's okay. We still gonna party.
We're going to get it all covered.
And y'all already know what's about to happen. So, NYCU.FM and Worldwide Development's news you can use. We're going to be outside. So, a lot of this stuff you're going to see, but it's not going to be anything compared to being there in person.
Let's do this because they've had to unpack a lot. We're going to take the quickest break known to mankind. When we come back, where to follow Legacy Fest, where you can catch up with Bill, where you can catch up with Dr. Crutch and all that good stuff. We're going to wrap it up. Y'all hang on. I see the hearts. I see the love. Leon, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, Leon,
we'll be right back. World One Development News you can use. Fowler.
Leon Fowler. I gotta talk about Leon.
KBOP 89.9 FM, y'all. We'll be right back, y'all. Legacy Fest 2025 is going down.
Oh, yes, it's bingo night. Bingo! And the money right. Bingo. It's bingo night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Every first and third Tuesday, starting February 4th, it's bingo night at 36th Street North Event Center. Bingo night. Bingo nights at 36th Street North Event Center. Every first and third Tuesday, with lots of cash and prizes to be given away. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and sessions start at 7 and 8 p.m. Game packs starting at only $25. And you could win big. 36th Street North Event Center, 1125 East 36th Street North. Bingo nights. So grab your auntie and uncles and enjoy bingo nights at the 36th Street North Event Center. Concessions and refreshments refreshments will be available. And bingo nights at 36th Street North can be enjoyed in a smoke-free environment. Bingo night every first and third Tuesday starting February 4th at 36th Street North Event Center. For more information, call 918-200-9046. Bingo nights is presented by the 36th Street North Event Center and NYCU.FM. Cash and prizes are based on minimum attendance requirements.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
KDOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News. You can use Charles and Damali. Look, Damali, the party not going to stop on Saturday.
No,
it's going to roll into Sunday. Dr. Quetcher still
Just
here.
keeps rolling.
Mr. Bill White still here. We're going to talk about Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, Marvy having Sunday fun day.
No,
This is
we ain't
not
doing
that.
Not
But
this
we're doing
weekend.
some with Legacy Fest, y'all. What we got going on, Dr. Quetcher?
Shout out Leon Fowler. He is our Legacy Fest exclusive app this year.
What?
So exclusive. If you all haven't downloaded the exclusive app, I need you to do it because this will be how you can get a glimpse and a notification of what's going on all throughout the weekend. And so you have to download that app. We will be actually pushing out something on our social media pages and sending some text messages, but download it. This exclusive app will tell you, where the next event is, when the block party
There
starts,
you go.
Yes.
when Toby is coming on, when Val is performing, where the kids zone is, where the activations are. So you want to actually download the exclusive app. You want to say something?
Even parking, it'll show you where you can park.
There you
because
go.
We already know
Important.
that you're going to be jammed up. And
Oh,
you don't
my God.
I remember a few years ago, it took almost 2 hours to get out of the parking lot.
Exactly.
So this year, you can avoid that by parking at either the BMX or Greenwood North or at Carver Middle School.
And that's
we have
all on
a
the
bus
app,
shuttle.
too.
It's all on the app. So
I like
Metrolink will be having a shuttle.
I love
And you
that.
can park, and then you have to
Yeah,
worry
because
about
we were
anything.
one of those people that was stuck for 2 hours. We might as well help pick up trash. And
We
help
start putting
stack
up chairs,
chairs,
trash,
and,
you know,
it's like,
Yeah, we're trying to make it easy because there's so much going on in Greenwood at the time, and the parking lots are congested. And so we tried to create some other options. And so we're excited that we're going to partner with Metrolink Tulsa. Shout out.
Shout out to
We're going
them.
to be shuttling our folks from Greenwood North. If you just want to park there and then ride the shuttle on around Lansing and get dropped off at Greenwood and
There you go.
Archer, and then just walk down. It's just easy. Then you go back there. Shuttles will stop at 11. They'll take you back to your car. We'll have people watching your cars throughout the night. You all come on.
Come on,
It's gonna
Metrolink.
be-
Yes,
Shout
that's
out to
something nice.
Metrolink.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been good partners. And then Leon Fowler, shout out to Leon with exclusive. Download the app. But on Sunday, you all, Sunday, this is going to be the culmination. We will be kicking off with the community healing session at the Greenwood Gallery. That kicks off at 1. This is by the hippie, hosted by the fancy hippie group, Jazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jazzy, that's my girl.
Oh, yeah.
She was
That's
in the
our
play, Chicken
Right.
and Biscuit.
Chicken and Biscuit,
Chicken
yeah.
and
we
Biscuit.
just-
She was in that play, so she's gonna kick off. I mean, it's just very important to really
Yes.
talk about the healing
Right.
of our community. We're still trying to get there. And then at 1:30, there's a private reception. This is for the survivors and descendants.
Right.
You all know I have been doing this for a mighty long
And this is
time.
beautiful.
I was meeting with Derek Gates early this
Yeah.
morning and some students, and he just said, "You remind me of my mother and how you sort of take care of the survivors and the descendants and how you're about action." It was just an honor to hear her son, Eddie Faye Gates, say that. And so I've been doing that because, they were left behind. And I remember Otis T. Clark and Wes Young when they came from the Supreme Court and they were just handed a gold medallion.
Right.
But they challenged us. They challenged the next generation, and they said, never give up the fight.
Right.
And I took that challenge seriously. And that's why I said we have to do something for survivors and descendants when nobody else will do it for us. We have to celebrate ourselves. And I've been doing that, on my own dime. Through our foundation, as a descendant myself, that's what community love is truly about. And it was about community love 100 years ago when they wouldn't allow us to rebuild. We had to solicit the help of 50 other Black townships to rebuild our community. And so I'm excited to put this on at 1:30. And then at 2:30, you all have received the invitation from our mayor,
Yes.
the Honorable Mayor
Yes.
Monroe Nichols, who will be hosting
on,
a
y'all.
special announcement called The Road to Repair. So we're really excited about that announcement. We're really excited for him to share that. You know, he's kind of virtue signaled. He's been at some of our events saying that, hey, I'm going to do it, you know, and he was supposed to do it in February. He was supposed to do it in April.
Right.
And then he called me into his office and said, hey, I want to get with you. I know you're doing this reception, you know. I think it would be best that we do it on June 1st. Can we kind of tag on to your event?
I like that.
Absolutely.
Right. Yes.
We already outside.
We already outside. I'm already going to have the descendants there.
Right.
Let's do this. Let's do this. And so I'm really excited about that. And then at 6 p.m., our faith leaders,
Come on.
Jamal, Dyer, and all of the faith leaders, they're going to be doing a interfaith church service at 6 p.m. He said we can't let June 1st go on a Sunday without bringing the church together.
Yes.
Right.
And none other than Eric Gill will be the keynote speaker.
Come on.
Yes. Come on, Eric. Yes.
But guess who our songstress is?
Who?
Kobe
Jordan.
Not
from
that, for
American
real?
Idol.
Yes.
Top 10. Kobe
Listen.
Jordan. Our
Yeah.
very
She
own.
did her
We got
thing.
talent
Yeah,
in
we got
Tulsa.
talent. I'm
So
telling
she's
you.
coming to sing, you know, at
Come on,
this
Kobe.
church service, and I'm just honored. There are several churches. You'll be seeing that flyer come out, and so I'm excited to see white churches and black churches come
Are they
together.
doing a mass choir?
And they're doing a mass choir.
Oh my God.
All
Put
of
me
those
in the back.
churches are coming
Put me in the
together.
back. I can't really sing, but I
Yeah, you got a
can act like
tambourine
lip
and a
sync.
fan.
I got a tambourine. Damali, you bring a fan.
Y'all, this is gonna be hosted at the historic
That's
First
awesome.
Baptist Church, North Tulsa,
Yes.
right on Greenwood Ave.
Yes.
All of these churches coming together.
That's
You know,
huge.
New Jerusalem,
Yes.
Friendship, First Baptist. I think Antioch. I don't have my list. If I had my list, I would call it. But check the Legacy Fest page. That's gonna be at 6 p.m. And then last, you all, candlelight visual hosted by the Greenwood Rising History Center.
Yeah.
8:30. To put the icing on the cake.
Icing
So
on the
if you
cake.
all have any energy left, if you have any energy left, because I don't know
Give me what you
where I'm
got.
gonna be.
Right.
Just give me what you got.
Go down there, you all, and pause for the cause.
Yes.
Right.
And they're gonna give you candles, and we're gonna do that closing candlelight visual
Yeah.
right there on Greenwood and Archer in front of the Greenwood History Center. So hey, Dr. Doswell,
down.
Chris
Hey.
Rogers, here's
Yes.
your shout out.
Yes.
Here's
Right
your
here.
shout out.
Right.
Just
Right.
like
Your
that.
shout out.
Loud and clear.
Look,
So
y'all.
that is Legacy Fest, you all. That's
2025.
Legacy Fest 2025. Gonna be all the way. What, Bill?
Live.
All
Yes.
the way live.
Damali,
Yes.
they say heavy is the head that wear the crown.
Man.
She holding that head up.
Listen.
Holding up high with that
We
crown.
are about to
Yeah.
have a blast. I'm telling you. So for all of you who are out there listening, I absolutely hope that you had your pen and pad
Right.
and you will write down these dates and times. But if you don't, if you didn't, guess what? You can go back and rewind this and listen to it one more time.
And you can go back to greenwoodnorth.com. Go to the
you
website.
go.
The calendar of events is there. Go to the Black Wall Street Legacy Fest Facebook page, the Instagram Facebook page, you all.
To the app.
To the
exclusive
app. Exclusive app. Shout out Leon
Yes.
Fowler.
Yes,
Exclusive
Leon.
app.
Good
Black
job.
owned, baby.
Yes.
Leon put it in there. Y'all see it on the live.
Oh,
Yes.
Leon put it in there. That's what's up.
Bitly,
That's
yeah,
what's up.
bit.ly//
y'all-
Legacy Fest.
Go ahead and do it right now. And then
Yes.
don't forget that summit, you all. We got some heavy hitters coming
Yes.
to Tulsa to educate us, to commemorate with us, to stand in solidarity with the community of Black Wall Street. So I'm super excited about Black Wall Street Legacy Fest. Just as long as the survivors are still here,
There you go.
we're going to be here.
We gotta do
Yes.
it just like that, y'all. All right, we gotta take a break. You done got it. We done took a picture. We gonna post this all on our live. We outside now. Let me tell you something, Damali. Now y'all out there, we got our water. Dr. Quetcher drinking water. I am Damali.
Got-
Y'all get hydrated. Drink
Yes.
your water. Drink your Gatorade. Get you some sleep. Because once we get outside, we want to stay outside, y'all.
Exactly.
So let's take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Legacy Fest 2025 is going down. Thanks, Bill White.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Dr. Tiffany Crusher. We'll be outside with y'all. Love y'all. Damali,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a break. We got another special guest,
Yeah.
two in the building. KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News. You can use Charles and Damali. We'll be right back, y'all.
Y'all, I'm tired.
Sound familiar?
Well, guess what? Sounds like you need the Last Stop Shop. The only name you need to know. The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service. And they come to you. They get you running or stopping again. From brakes to starters, alternators, generator, RV, even welding repair. They also do mobile fleet maintenance and mobile oil changes. Like I told you, this will be the last stop you ever make. Call the Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service at 918-405-3970. That's 918-405-3970, and they'll have you back up and running in no time. Mention you heard this ad on KBOB 89.9 and receive 10% off your first service. Who you gonna call? The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service. That number again is 918-405-3970.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2120 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. We also have Black History Saturdays. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
KBOB 89.9 FM World One Development Music Reviews. Charles Damali, man, Dr. Crush and Bill White did they thing.
Listen, y'all better make sure that you are hydrated and you better make sure that you eating your Wheaties because it's going to be a long weekend.
Legacy Fest is going down, y'all. But we got another special guest live in studio. The man, the myth, the legend, our brother.
Yes.
From another mother that we love dearly, none other than Mr. David Harris, y'all. Welcome to the show.
Hey, brother.
Hey. How's everybody?
Good to see you, man. I'm just going to ask you this, man. How has 2025 been? For us, it's been one long day, brother. How has it been for you, man? I mean, this year here. We at the end of May already.
Yeah.
How has it been for you, though?
Almost halftime.
It is a wonderful time. Of course, this is the best time of the year because tomorrow is a national holiday for everybody. So I just want to say, everybody, happy holiday for my birthday tomorrow.
We'll kick it off with that. If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know for that national holiday.
And then Saturday's another national holiday for all of those others.
Gemini season.
So you know what time
Gemini season officially in full effect.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Gemini.
Let's just make it the whole rest of the weekend. It's a national holiday.
So you get 2 holiday weekends.
Back to back. And Legacy Fest in the middle.
And Legacy Fest all right. Yeah. That's what I told her. I know Dr. Crutch love me because she threw Legacy Fest.
There you go.
I'm not gonna claim it because it's for the ancestors, but the ancestors knew.
Yeah,
they knew. They was like, we need you.
Coming,
your birthday needs to be right around,
right in the middle of the mix.
That's right.
To make it work.
That's right.
Let's do this, man. We got so many people on the live, thousands of people actually. A lot, Tulsa's in the building, but we got Mississippi, we got Texas, we got Kansas, Florida.
Yeah.
People across the pond or across the water and all of that. So just tell the people a little bit about who is David Harris.
Ooh.
Where you go to school?
Who art thou?
I say, ooh, don't ask me.
Yeah. No, so native Tulsa.
Yeah.
A little bit. All right. Native Tulsan. I am also a veteran, Navy veteran, father, husband, grandfather now.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Yes. So I have crossed over, so I'm excited about that.
Papa.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Papa.
Listen, love it.
Yeah.
It. I'm absolutely here for it. Glad to be here for it.
Right.
So I am involved in the community, been involved in the community, former president emeritus of the 100 Black Men of Tulsa.
Right.
I am recently the state executive board member and chairman of the Religious Affairs Committee for the NAACP.
Yes.
So
big stuff.
we're involved with so many different aspects and of so many different things. My heart, of course, is in education, technology, the arts, and making sure that our community is able to thrive and grow and become the community for our grandkids and great grandkids and the generations that'll be here once I'm gone.
Yes.
So that part of the work has brought me to be a part of the amazing board for the North Tulsa Community Federal Credit Union.
Man, that's big time. Say that one more time.
Yeah, I know,
just,
right? North Tulsa Community Federal Credit Union.
Just
And
like that. Couldn't let that just get by like that.
Right.
You see how cool he said it?
Yeah. So, and we're excited because it is more than just a dream. It is more than just a plan.
Right.
We are authorized to have that name. We are authorized to go forward by the Federal Credit Union, the National Credit Unions Association. So we have been knighted, if you will.
Yes.
Been blessed to.
Yeah.
You see, I did, Damali.
That's because it's a thespian, so you know, it's always drama.
Always, you know
always drama.
So yeah, we have been authorized to go forward with that, and so not only do we have another financial institution, which, you know, of course, North Tulsa has been underserved in so many different areas, and financial institutions is one of those. And so we decided to go with the credit union versus a bank, and with the credit union that allows those members to be owners of the credit union.
Yeah.
They are allowed to be, and that was important for us. You know, it was important that the people that we do a financial institution, not just for the people, but by the people, and that the community itself has the loudest voice in all of this. So we have a phenomenal board, myself, James Stewart, Miss Tracy Chandler, and Mr. Players Thompson. And y'all know that these are, you know, these are some of the stallions. I mean, the stalwarts of our community. They have been lifting for a long time.
Yes.
And so I am just grateful to be a part of that group. I was ecstatic and honored to be asked to be a part of it. And then Miss Louise Short is as part of our financial advisor. And so we have a phenomenal team. We've been able to work with a lot of different people. One of the partners, of course, is Dr. Crutcher, Bill White, and the Crutcher Foundation. They have jumped on board to support the effort. I mean, because awesome. Which we know. I mean, that
it's community.
They do community, and that's really what this is.
About.
This is community. It's not mine. It's not James. It's not Plez's. It's not Tracy's. It's the communities. It's the credit union, and it's the North Tulsa Credit Union. So anybody that lives, that works, that educates, that plays in North Tulsa, you can be a part of it.
Yeah.
So we will have a credit union that's unlike any other in our area for us, and we are committed to making sure that we have the buying power, and not just in the ability to pay, but in the ability to acquire loans via credit. So I mean, we're paying special attention to that. The courses and classes and things of that nature. I mean, it's different, right? You go in, you stressed, you're trying to get a loan for business, a car, a house, whatever the moment is, you need to go in here and ask somebody for some money. You know what I'm saying?
Bottom line.
And some folks ain't comfortable with that.
Nope.
You know what I mean? And they gon', you know how it is. I mean, it ain't like asking mama, you know, hey, can I get $10?
Right.
You about to ask somebody for 10 grand, and they gonna be like, well, I need to know all your business.
All your business.
All in there.
Yeah. And so, you know, if you're not attractive to them, then they're gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
We're not gonna just tell you no, we're gonna tell you how to get to yes.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
It's important that we teach people.
So that's why you really not even know. We're just gonna show you the way. It's not even saying no.
You know what? And
let's
that's
prepare
the
for
other.
it.
The other thing is, we have to take care of our own community. We have to teach us about us, and I think that was the spirit of Black Wall Street.
Absolutely,
from the get-go.
Absolutely.
Financial literacy is huge, and I think that that's something that has happened with us in our community. Is we stopped talking about finance. We stopped talking about money. And so now when you get into a situation where you've gone to college, you got your degree, you get this job, but then now you spending money on frivolous things that make no sense. It's the thing that we see with NFL players and NBA players where they get all these huge contracts, and then the next thing you know, they broke. And you're just like, how are you broke? You got all these millions of dollars and you have no money. What is happening?
I think what I love about it is a lot of these young entrepreneurs that go away to college, they study business, do all those things. And we just have to call a spade a spade. A lot of times these other financial institutions are not fair to them. They done went to school, they got educated, they got a business plan, they did it all the right way just to get in there and not even get an opportunity to pursue the things they want to do. Or you're a person that's been working for 10 years, but you didn't know you need to make sure you had the LLC along with this, with the account to do this, to scale up, to do all
of those
but
things.
Where do you go?
Yes.
When you feel like soon you come through the door, you feel like you don't get a no before you can even open.
Absolutely.
So David, shout out to you, man. Hats off to you and the team. Because I know you can get on the mic and say it, but it has to be a lot of work, a lot of prayer. It's a lot that goes into something like this. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of weight you have to tow. So community, let's pull up, get the directions. David, if you can, we kind of announcing it today and talking about it today, but where can people go to engage, prepare, follow, support, and those things?
Absolutely. So we will be right now we're developing a lot of those elements, right? So like you said, it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork. Like I said, we ain't just loaning twos and fews. You know what I'm saying? So we're working right now.
Camera on here.
And so there will be surveys that are going out. We need surveys. We need 500 surveys. So there will be surveys that will be going out. We just talked with Dr. Crutcher. They've already committed that they're going to be sharing the QR code. People go on there, utilize the QR code to do the survey. They go to North Tulsa Community Federal Credit Union. They Google that. The website is, that's bad. I can't remember exactly what it is because I don't remember if it's North Tulsa CFCUA, it's all them little numbers and letters.
We're gonna take a picture.
Just Google.
We're gonna post it. We're gonna take a picture, then we'll post it so you can just click on it.
It's North Tulsa Community Federal Credit Union. Yes, so it's Federal Credit Union. It is insured by the NFCUA. And so with that, they'll be able to go on there. The survey is on there, and then we'll be moving into the next stage, the next phase, which is of course the capital ask, the investments and things of that nature, and then we'll be setting up. We don't have a brick and mortar yet, so right now we're trying to determine, because of course we don't want to go into debt trying to create this or huge debt. I don't want to say not.
And that's North Tulsa
Community
CFCU.org.
There you go.
North Tulsa CFCU.org.
That's right.
And what is the purpose of the survey?
So the purpose of the survey is actually an obligation to the NFCUA. And so we are required to have a survey of 500 surveys that basically say these are community members. These are the people that we would, at least this is a snapshot of the people that we'll be serving. Right. And these are the things that they're looking for. Right. These are the things that they're expecting. And so we're able to send that, and that shows to them that, one, we have a population of people that we need to serve, and here are the types of things that we'll be providing for them and we'll be doing for them. So along with what we've already provided in our mission statement and things like that, and our business plan and all that to them, this is the other part of that is a requirement from the national office.
So let me ask you this, and we will talk about this a little bit later amongst us on our show, but does credit score, I talked to Ms. Short a little bit, and we talked about the fact that having a decent credit score within community makes it possible for this credit union to come about, right? Can you expound on that just a little bit and talk about that?
Yeah, well, so the biggest thing about that is that when people look at, how a financial institution operates, the financial institution itself moves with money, but it's not your money that you're putting in for checking and savings and things of that nature, because that money is kind of fluid, right? It moves in and out. What we're actually growing on are dollars and monies that are coming in from loans that we're able to provide. And so as we provide loans, those percentages that we put on there, that interest and things of that nature, are things that we're able to capitalize on and we're able to utilize on, right? So of course there is that element where, hey, we have this much capital in the institution itself, and we can utilize that to loan against credit lines and things like that for the bank to utilize. But the hard capital for the institution itself are going to be those interest rates, right? And yes, I mean, hey, we could do subprime and things like that, but we're not looking to do that, right? So we're looking to be more of an institution that, like you said, protects the community, right? So true enough, we may not be able, we're not going to capitalize on having a bunch of subprime loans out there that have, 60, 80, 120% interest that we can make thousands of dollars off of. We would rather have thousands of loans out there that are 3, 4, 5, 12% interest. You know what I'm saying? Because the community is able to not only utilize that to buy homes and other things like that and be functional, but they're able to pay those loans back.
Absolutely.
That's for us. I mean, once you paid the loan back, that means you paid all my interest. I'm good with that. So I mean, like you said, it's bigger than just the financial institution itself where we're just moving money. It really is about moving the community.
All right. So what we got to do is just because of the sake of time, we got to have you back on. But we're going to post,
anytime.
We're going to do the website. We did that already.
Thank you.
And we're going to pull you back in as we get closer. This is big news, Damali. I feel
It's
like
amazing.
if you think about one of the most important things that is needed, it's this. So we're excited for it to be coming online. Do you, if nothing else, can you just kind of say the timeline that y'all thinking?
Sure. So once we're wanting to have these surveys, and like I said, we have a strategy to communicate and utilize some other community partners into getting these surveys done. We believe we should be able to get the surveys done in the next 30 to 45 days. Right.
Gotcha.
So once we got those surveys done, we'll be moving into the capital ask part of it. I believe that as far as the institution itself being online, we're targeting within the next 6 months, and it may be virtual versus brick and mortar, but the services will still be available. We'll be moving it once we start the capital ask. We'll be moving into a lot of the partnerships with the trainings and things of that nature. Because again, like Louise is, she's a stalwart. I mean, she's an expert when it comes to credit, and that's really our biggest thing, is that we have a community of people who are, as it's been put, are unbankable. Like they don't have the credit to get the type of loans that will be provided and are available for them. So without being a subprime. And so our thing is, we can teach these skills, we can teach these resources, we can teach these habits, and that will help develop better credit scores to help move our community out of poverty, out of the poverty, not just the poverty mindset, but the poverty existence.
Is there an opportunity for you guys to work with younger kids, to start? Because I think that's where it starts, as we need to be capturing the young folks. So as they grow up, they understand the value of money, instead of using it as a tool to move to the next level versus just using something as a transaction.
And I think that's the partnership that we can have.
Indeed.
You ready for the credit union? Come over to EduRec. We're going to throw up a little STEM program.
Oh,
anyway.
Sure. That would absolutely be in a lot of those different institutions. You all's EduRec, of course. Aaliyah asked about it. They still got EduRec.
Man, we still got it.
Look, she old enough now. She might be a camp counselor.
Okay, get on over there.
Big
Come see us,
baby now.
Come on. All right, David. Thanks for pulling up and coming through. Again, North Tulsa has a credit union coming, y'all. Stay on, look for them surveys. We're gonna get ready. But we got another special guest.
And happy birthday, man.
Deal coming up. Happy birthday on tomorrow.
Happy holiday.
Yes, brother. Yes,
KBOB 89.9 FM. News you can use coming up next. Marquise Dennis, y'all. He got something big coming up. He's live in the house, and he got his little one with him. They look like twins. We'll be right back, y'all.
Oh, yes, it's bingo night. Bingo. And the money right. Bingo. It's bingo night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Every first and third Tuesday. Starting February 4th. It's bingo night at 36th Street North Event Center. Bingo night. Bingo nights at 36th Street North Event Center. Every first and third Tuesday. With lots of cash and prizes to be given away. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and sessions start at 7 and 8 p.m. Game packs starting at only $25. And you could win big. 36th Street North Event Center, 1125 East 36th Street North. Bingo nights. So grab your auntie and uncles and enjoy bingo nights at the 36th Street North Event Center. Concessions and refreshments will be available. And bingo nights at 36th Street North can be enjoyed in a smoke-free environment. Bingo night every first and third Tuesday starting February 4th at 36th Street North Event Center. For more information, call 918-200-9046. Bingo Nights is presented by the 36th Street North Event Center and NYCU.FM. Cash and prizes are based on minimum attendance requirements.
Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development.
Sound familiar? Well, guess what? Sounds like you need The Last Stop Shop. The only name you need to know, The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service. And they come to you. They get you running or stopping again. From brakes to starters, alternators, generator, RV, even welding repair. They also do mobile fleet maintenance and mobile oil changes. Like I told you, this will be the last stop you ever make. Call The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service at 918-405-3970. That's 918-405-3970, and they'll have you back up and running in no time. Mention you heard this ad on KBOB 89.9 and receive 10% off your first service. Who you gonna call? The Last Stop Shop. Tulsa area's #1 mobile mechanic service. That number again is 918-405-3970.
KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News with you, Charles and Damali. You know what? The heavy hitters been coming through.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we always tell you guys that there are many great things happening in our community. You just got to get tapped in. So if you are listening today, you have heard about a lot of great stuff that's going on.
Good stuff.
Yes, a lot of great things that are happening. So right now we have another special guest that's actually in studio. We're going to talk about his program just a little bit. We have our brother who is always harassing me to death, but I love him anyway.
Right.
My stuff, because you heard about my pet peeve is people touching my stuff last week.
He's going to touch all your stuff.
So he's going to touch
He's outside touching the car now. Yeah. Marquise Dennis, welcome to the show, baby. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm blessed and glad to be here. It's such greatness. Thank you so much for letting me be here.
Like that. Look, you
and
feel.
I like little Marquise is here too.
Listen, you know, this is what it's about. You know, I almost left him at home, but he was like, "Daddy, I want to go," and I said, "You know what? The world needs to see that I actually have to live this stuff that we talking about." You know,
just like that.
Hey. Glad to have Marquise Jr. in the building.
Look at him. Hey, we got a whole lot of people on Marquise, so we want to kick off with letting people know who you are. You let them know who you are, where you're from, a little something, so they'll know.
So, Marquise Dennis, born and raised Tulsa, Oklahoma, more specifically Turley. You know,
Turley,
come on.
Listen, I done started and had to go through all of it. My apartment complex doesn't exist anymore. They went on and plowed it down. But you know, they're supposed to be doing a remake of it. So we good to go over there. Comanche in the building.
Yes, Comanche.
But yeah, we are a fatherhood celebration support organization here in Tulsa. Just really creating opportunities to create strong families. I mean, when we talk about what David was talking about, family, we're talking about legacy, we're talking about money, we're talking about, you know, even the Legacy Fest, and all of that is something that's being passed on from generation to generation, and we can't do that without our family. So that's what we do, is we lift up fathers and create strong families.
Right. When I think Marquise, I love what he's flagship and Damali. The reason why is because I would say the most critical piece we meet are missing is what he's doing. Because you go back in the day, it was a lot more fathers in the home.
Absolutely.
So we was a lot more stable. Kids was a lot more stable. A lot of the stuff that's going on was not going on. And I'm just happy that a young man has decided to say, hey, we're going to take this and do something about it. And we see you at the governor's mansion. We see you local. We see you over here. So you everywhere making sure you get your word out about what's going on. And I just want to say from News You Can Use, me and Damali, we appreciate you. We see you. That's why we always like, support, pull up, and all of that good stuff.
That's
we
right.
appreciate it.
Jeremiah says, give Junior the mic.
Give him the mic so he can
say hi. Say hi.
Come on, say hi on the mic.
Tell him hi. Say hi.
Hello.
There you go. That's what it's all about.
He's nervous.
Normally he's not this shy. He try to grab the mic and speak and sing.
Right, and do his thing. But he's seeing, he knowing like, man, I see a blue light over there. I see somebody. I see the DJ. I see the producer. That's a lot of energy. That's a whole lot going on.
Yeah, he got sensories going on right now.
Exactly. So I want to ask you this. So there are, you do a lot of different events for fathers, but really they're for community. Fathers are the primary focus.
Correct.
But you want the whole family.
Absolutely.
So tell us about you do these things called park crawls. When I first heard about it, I'm like, what is that?
right.
I'm like, who made up that name?
I did.
We can tell. No, I'm just playing. And so what is a park crawl and what is the purpose?
So the purpose of a park crawl is it's just intentional time for fathers to deepen their roots with their kids and their family. Because a lot of times, you know, depending on the type of father you are, whether you're in the home, you're out of the home, or you're co-parenting, or you're just a grandfather, or you're a coach or something. Sometimes it's like, how am I able to spend intentional time, but also not be distracted, but also be able to have fun? One of the things I like to tell people is when we grew up youngsters, you know, we had Mohawk, we had Brian, O'Brien, like you could go to a park and see hundreds of thousands of, well, not hundreds of thousands, but you see hundreds of families and friends just out having a good time. Man. And if me and Damali don't get along, Damali gonna go on the other side or I'll be on the other side. And we still manage to maintain.
Right.
That is missing out of our culture. And so when we talk about things like getting together, having fun, being able to have intentional time for dads, because again, most of the dads, when they're at home, they're like trying to relax. They like, I pay for this house by going to work every day. I want to just be here.
Right.
The reason why we started doing park crawls is because one, there's so many parks that are existent in Tulsa that are great, that are amazing, that you may not have even heard of. So instead of doing like multiple different parks in a day, we do we'll do Whiteside Park for this one. Then the next one we might do, Chamberlain. Then the next one we might do. And so we just move around the city intentionally to make sure that we incorporate each side of town, but also making sure that everybody gets exposure to these different parks. And the reason we haven't moved into doing like inflatables and blow-ups and all that kind of stuff, because it's doable. But what I want is for Charles to be able to realize that I don't need Birthright to come to this park and have fun. I don't need Birthright in order for Damali and her grandkids to come together and have fun. Like this is a park that exists. Now we've taken the pressure of food, drinks, and intentional games like footballs and frisbees and stuff like that. We bring all that stuff with us so that way you don't have to think about that. You can just enjoy your family, but also be around other people and get to catch and teach other different modes. Because it's like, it's one thing for me to say, hey, this is how you be a great dad. This is how you're intentional. This is how you this. But then it's like, but if you never see me with my family, it's like, who are you really? But when you get to see me with my family at the park crawl, having fun, playing, doing intentional things, then it's like, okay, I see this is an actual community thing where we can get together. And I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm just saying, here's provisions for you to have a great time.
Let me ask you this, and then I know we'll get to your event because that's the main thing.
Sure.
So people have an idea of like doing the work, but I watch you start your day sometime at 5, 6 in the morning. Then I watch you have to do a live video at once, and I'm just not getting home. I've been here, I drove here, I did this. So perception versus reality. The perception of people and what I thought going in is this, but now that I've actually been doing it, here's 3 things that fathers, us men, are really struggling with that other people may not understand.
Number 1 is loneliness. Absolutely. Loneliness is the number 1 epidemic facing men right now.
Loneliness.
If you think 25 years ago, every man had at least 10 close friends. Okay,
Right.
that's a well-friended man. That's what's considered to be by health and standards of a healthy man. As a well-friended man is 10 friends, 10 close friends.
Right.
Whereas now you can't find 10 men with one close friend.
Oh, wow.
That's deep.
Now let me put that into perspective real quick. So
Yeah.
JB is my one close friend, right?
Right.
Now I got to call him in good times, bad times, when I want to go fishing, if I want to go to the club, if I want to go to the store, if I, now JB like, bro, I got my own things going on. Right?
Right.
So then you run into this issue where it's like, oh, well, Charles didn't answer the phone. Now I feel some type of way. And it creates performance anxiety and all these other things that we may not mental health wise be able to acknowledge at the time. And so now I feel some type of way, really, because my one only friend that I trusted and had close to me is not answering the phone, not responding. So this is where you see these young people having these breakdowns because a lot of their friendships and connections aren't even real people in the sense of that we've touched elbows, that we played in the creek together, we rode bikes. These are people we just play Madden with or we're online with. That
They're
we
not
don't
real.
We don't have those real connections where we just was walking around doing nothing.
Man, so loneliness is one.
Loneliness is number one. Number two is definitely going to be not knowing their value.
Oof.
And so if you can imagine, you're trying to question your value and you're by yourself.
That's tough.
So these are the two things that are causing suicide, because 3 out of 4 suicides are men. And it's because of these two things. And it's because, again, when you're looking for somebody to tell you as a father, your biggest attribute to pass on is to tell your kids you're worthy, you're valuable, you matter, you have what it takes to be a man or a young woman. They've even studied and shown that women go into their cycle later if their biological father is involved in their home.
Wow.
So they mature way quicker if there's not a man in a home. And so those are the kinds of things that we're trying to make sure. So again, like I said, loneliness is number one.
Right.
Number two is being able to know their value and what they bring and what their worth is. And then number three is being able to feel that they can express themselves, whether it be in voice, in action, or in deed, because everything that they've been taught to be masculine is being told is toxic. So, we say abuse is a toxic masculinity. No, how about abuse is just wrong? It's not okay because women abuse, men abuse. How about abuse is just wrong? It's not a masculine trait. It's just abuse. It's just bad. It's just not good. And so a lot of these toxic traits have been attached to men, and we carry that burden. And so that's some of the things that we run into.
Look, you know what? If you got an event, everybody need to pull up just for them
I
3
know,
nuggets.
right? That's what
I
I'm
did that
saying.
on purpose because people sit back like, man, this man is going there. But you do have a big event. We kind of over already about
I'm
10
sorry,
minutes.
I'm sorry.
No, not you.
You're
Not
good.
you. You good. It's us.
No.
But you have a huge event coming up, man. We chopped it up a little bit this morning, going back and forth. My bad on missing the connection a week ago.
That's good.
I saw it, but I think I disconnected on what you meant. You know what I mean?
I get
But
it.
we can make that up. But you got some huge coming up. What you got going on?
It's a park crawl that we are having at Whiteside Park. It'll be this Saturday. You still get to go to Legacy Fest. We're just
There
going
you
to
go.
need from 1 to 3. That's it.
There you go.
Just from 1 to 3. And then we're going to go over to Legacy Fest and hang out again.
Yes.
So it's kind of a park crawl, if you will. But
Okay.
over there, what we're going to be doing is having intentional times for dads to win prizes, have fun with their kids, have fun with the moms, the family. It's just really a great time to have an opportunity at the park. We got rained out, and so we had to move it from April.
Yeah.
And so now we're having it this weekend, but it's really a great time for you to connect, have fun, kick back, have some burgers, hamburgers, and some hot dogs. And then, like I said, after we get done, we'll shut down. I got to jump in a plane to go to DC, but then we'll head over to Legacy Fest.
Okay, so how do you get connected? The website? Just put what?
So you can just either connect on the website, just go to events. It'll show us all of the events that are coming up. But you can always just show up at Whiteside Park at 1 o'clock on this Saturday.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, love you.
We gonna show
Appreciate you. We got a lot of people locked in, a whole lot, a couple thousand. So before you go, where can they just follow your work, man? Your website, if they just want to give, pull up, volunteer, or any of those.
Absolutely. So we are at www.brlivinglegacy.com or .org, either one. Or you can just call us at 918-922 9445. And we are on all the social media platforms, and we would love to have you just to be involved, man. Like I said, this is the one time you get to show up and be.
Yes.
You know, I don't necessarily need something from you, but I'll take it if you got it to give.
I know that's right. That part. Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate you coming in and talking to us as always. And stop touching my stuff.
All right.
Stop having it out.
That's Marquise Dennis, y'all. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. Coming up next, we got the Hump Day Hot Topics, the upcoming events, and we're going to get out of here on KBOB 89.9 FM. News you can use. Charles and Damali. And Little Man has become the big man. Because they're going to like, they like that, y'all. We'll be right back, y'all.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chilling.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, the all new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
Hey, guess what day it is? Hump Day! Hump Day! It's Hump Day! Hey, Mike!
It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Mike.
Just like that, y'all.
Yes. All right. So our one and only hot topic for today was going to be Mayor Monroe Nichols is going to host his plan called A Road to Repair. That's going to be an announcement that's going to be made on June 1st at 2:30. You heard Dr. Tiffany Crutcher talk about it, so we really don't have to go into it. Right. But just know that he is inviting all Tulsans out to find out what his plan is. And he wants to make a special announcement about historic steps that they're taking to heal the wounds for the past and build a stronger and more unified future for Tulsa.
And I can say this is something that's like way overdue. This is the one thing I always say, man, I feel like it's the one thing Tulsa is getting wrong.
Yes.
Thank God we finally got something that's moving forward from a collective effort.
Right.
And man, I can't wait. We're going to be there.
June 1st at 2:30.
Greenwood Culture Center?
Yes.
Y'all better pull up.
Center, so make sure you pull up. Okay, so you guys ready for the Black History Trivia question?
I think I am. Depends on if I'm going to get it right or wrong.
Maybe not. All right, here we go. Uncle Brian, he said he didn't hear the question, but he guessed an A anyway. All right, here we go. Black History Trivia. Who was the first African-American female pilot in the U.S. Air Force? Was it A, Captain Teresa Claiborne? Was it B, Bessie Coleman? Was it C, Lieutenant Madeline Swiggle? Or was it D, Lieutenant Commander Brenda Robinson?
Going once.
Going once. Going twice. It looks like Teresa, Jeremiah, and Officer Sanders and Patricia said A. JB and Charles said B. I didn't. Uncle Brian said A, and I didn't see any others on here. So if you said A, you would be correct.
Oh my goodness!
Teresa
I knew I was right. I told you it was a trick, JB. Yeah, I told you it was a trick. When I seen that captain, I said that's a trick. No, you don't have to be that to be a captain. I said I should have known.
So it says Teresa Claiborne was commissioned as second lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force and became the first African-American female pilot in the U.S. Air Force after graduating from Laughlin Air Force Base on September 16th in 1982. She flew for 7 years and left active duty in 1988 and served as an instructor pilot and then began working for United Airlines as first officer. She would later be promoted to captain and retired from the military in 2003 with over 3,000 military flight hours. She co-founded an organization called Sister of the Skies with two other pilots. Their mission was to support and build a more diverse next generation of aviation professionals. She actually flew her final flight May 23rd, 2024, and then she retired from United Airlines.
JB, we knew that was the answer. I'm just going to congratulations to y'all that got it right. I told JB
with the Jedi mind trick.
Yes. And we her own people. But I sniffed it out. I said, JB, it's some trickery here.
You did
captain. I'm like, everybody, if you flying a plane, you the captain. There wasn't no captain on the other one.
Let me tell you something. The other people that are mentioned, Bessie Coleman is the only person that was the first black
I know
pilot.
She's in the museum.
Right.
So that's why I thought.
But the other two are actually, and you guys really need to look them up. They are some cold sisters that are actually flying. This lady right here, Madeline Swigel, she is a fighter pilot.
We'll come back and get them.
She cold.
I got it. I'm going to get it.
So, okay, upcoming events. Soul of Sunday happens every single Sunday from 1 o'clock p.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. on NYCU.FM with Corey D. He talks about spiritual things, mental health,
and leadership.
All right. Oasis Fresh Market is going to be hosting the Cherokee Nation Summer Nutrition Program. If you have a summer nutrition card, please swing by Oasis to shop. The Edgerec Unplugged Summer Camp is going to start on Monday.
On Monday, y'all. Come on.
Yes. The registration is $50. It's $50 to register. It's $100 per week. You can go to edgerectulsa.com/camps to register. Spots are limited, so make sure you sign up.
And if you would like to scholarship a kid, no matter where you live, just go to edgerectulsa.com, donate. And if you even a registration or $100, then you can scholarship one kid for 1 week. It would greatly help.
All right. And the Women's Empowerment event is going to be taking place. It's sponsored by the Wellness Spot Fitness and Day Spa, located at 10 East Archer, Suite 1103. This is going to be May 30th from 4:30 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. You can join them for an uplifting evening of connection, relaxation, and renewal. There's going to be free massages, an empowerment circle, and light refreshments. Summer gardening is going to happen. Prosper and Plant Gardening 101 is going to happen June 7th from 12 o'clock p.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. Limited seating. RSVP at L Roll at ccoklahoma.com. There's going to be food, giveaways, prizes. This is a total free event.
We're going to try to go still. Get that green thumb in. I'm going to go plant some stuff. JB, you want to go? Plant a watermelon. Suggest some yams. Right. Me and JB going to cook some. We're going to plant the yams.
Get to the yams.
Pick the yams. Yeah. We're going to get to the yams.
Right.
We're going to leave that alone.
Exactly. All right. Summer Career Camp is going to be happening June 16th through 27th from 9 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. That is sponsored by Pursuit of Prosperity Strategies Youth Empowerment Services. They're going to offer breakfast and lunch, and you can register at popsprogram.org.
Shout out to Terrell and his wife, man. That's a positive team. So definitely pull up on that if you need those services.
And Juneteenth is going to be happening. That's going to be the next to last festival, right? Juneteenth, June 18th through 21st. It's just it was announced that Rolls Royce will be the headliner on the 21st. You can go to TulsaJuneteenth.org for vendor and artist deadlines. And lastly, Jazz on the Green with Michael Fields Jr. It's going to happen August the 9th at 6 o'clock p.m. at Guthrie Green. It's going to be featuring Andrea Lisa, Nathan Mitchell, Hank Vila, and T. Rush.
Just like that.
There's officially a Southern Soul Festival coming in October.
Really?
But that's later on down the line.
Yeah,
so
we'll get information on that. Yeah. All right, birthdays. So May 29th, that we have Tyrone Cook, who is our fraternity brother. On May 30th, we have Gary Lee at the Oklahoma Eagles.
And David Harris, that was our guest today.
And then May 31st, with the lightning and the thunder, is going to be DJ JB Smooth.
On Saturday.
Let me check the calendar.
JB, where you going to be on Saturday, man? You in the middle of everything.
I was planning on having a nice little private little birthday dinner with some close friends and family. And maybe hanging out, doing some stuff. Go check out some stuff. Just kick back and enjoy the day.
Okay.
It's my birthday. It's
What you
first
turning?
time.
45?
First time my
40.
birthday is on a Saturday in probably 7 years or 5 years, something like that.
Really?
And I'll be 47, by the way.
47.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday. Ty
happy
Baby on
birthday.
DJ JB Smooth. We got to do something for him.
Yeah.
We need to go something.
My cash app is $ Speaker World. If anybody wants to
$sign
send
speaker
a birthday gift.
world.
Okay.
Only thing I wanted for my birthday was some of those Dion shoes.
Oh, yeah.
What they call them?
I know. I seen them.
They tough.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders
Yeah.
Nikes.
I seen them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They dope.
Yeah, I like
They
to have a
dope.
pair
They
of those.
nice.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So $ Speaker World.
Speaker World.
Yeah. Cash
Just like
app.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. June 1st. Architect Kayla Lee.
Hey.
It's her birthday. Quincy Jones, who's a drummer here in town, and Michael Brewer all have birthdays.
Shout out to Michael Brewer.
And then June 2nd, we have Dr. Jabron Pasha, who is the senior advisor for community health for Mayor Monroe Nichols.
It's real.
It is going to be his birthday. So don't forget, you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That's World One Development, 36th Street North Event Center, Edgerec Youth and Family Fun Center, Fitting Back In Prison Reentry, and NYCU.FM.
And if you're a Gemini, just throw your hands
Gemini
in the air
season.
and honk your horn right now. We're going to make some noise. For
All the Geminis out there, throw your hands in there. Hey, Damali, again, thank you to our special guests that came in. Dr. Tiffany Crutcher, Executive Director of the Terrence Crutcher Foundation, and Mr. Bill White, who is her assistant. David Harris coming in. We got a credit union, y'all, coming to the city. And Marquise Dennis. He's going to be out the park this weekend. Make sure y'all pull up on him. We got to get ready to get out of here. Thank you. Michael Brewer said thanks for the birthday shout out. Thank you all for tuning in. Click that share button. Thanks for everybody that already did. Mr. Leon Fowler, thank you for putting that in the chat. We got to get out of here, y'all. JB Smooth, happy birthday to you one more time. To reach us here on the show for advertising, hosting, marketing, promos, community engagement, or to appear live on our show, go to nycu.fm. Complete the inquiry form. Someone from our staff will reach out to you. Please subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest happenings and receive breaking news first. This has been News You Can Use. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
And we live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. until we get off.
I love it.
And if you'd like to advertise or promote or market your business, all you got to do is reach out to the team. Go to nycu.fm as you're hearing this right now on nycu.fm and submit an inquiry. That's it right there. Go to nycu.fm, scroll down, click submit an inquiry. Someone will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, this has been World One Development's News You Can Use with Charles Harper and Damali Wilson. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host and their guests and not necessarily to me, anybody else on the show that's a guest, the station, the organization, the committee, or the groups, individuals associated with KBOB 89.9, Eden Media Services, NYCU.FM, and World One Development's News You Can Use. That's going to do it, guys. Any last thoughts?
Love y'all. Have fun at Legacy Fest. Stay hydrated. Take care of them kids. It's a family-filled weekend.
Yes, go to the park crawl.
Go to the park crawl.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to know news you cannot use. Yes, I got a segment for you today. This one's simple. It's are the P. Diddy trial updates real on YouTube? And YouTube says it's difficult. The news says it's difficult to definitely say whether specific updates on the Sean Diddy trial Sean Diddy Combs trial are entirely real. You've had people come out and say Prince released the tape.
Oh, wow.
Samuel L. Jackson's 50 Cent, all the major stars have testified against P. Diddy while this trial is going to, I think we're at day 27.
Oh, man.
But every day on YouTube, there's an update about what happened at P. Diddy's trial. Now, subjects are speculating whether these updates are actually real or not. So that's some news you cannot use. Do not follow that. Make sure you follow a credible source, okay? For news you can use.
Yes.
Thank you, Patricia Griffin. Bye-bye. Love y'all. See y'all later.
Shout out to all the Geminis. We'll see y'all this weekend at Legacy Fest. And that's about it, right?
Yep, that's it.
We're going to hit the turntables one last time.
Legacy Fest or bust.